All right, Miles. The Baltimore Ravens is one of our favorite teams to cover. They have a huge game Thursday night football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are in a free fall right now. It looks like they're having all kind of struggles. Tom Brady, this offense, a lot of bad things going on in Tampa. A very strong, positive opportunity here for the Baltimore Ravens to build off their big win last week against the Cleveland Browns. Short week they play Tampa. I think it's a huge opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens. And you and I are going to go into it a little bit deeper. But we want to hear from Ravens fans in the comment section below. Look, we're 7 games through the season right now. You've seen how the Ravens have shaken up. You've seen the kind of team this is going to be. Had some injuries, some guys come back. We know how this team likes to play. Ravens fans, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. Give us your final regular season win total, final regular season record. How do you think the Ravens will finish out the season? Let us know in the comment section below. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this Ravens Buccaneers matchup?
Yeah, Nick, I think this is a really good matchup to come into after winning your get right game, a bounce back win where you conquer some of your demons. You're able to win one in the fourth quarter, stymie the comeback from the Browns. Tough divisional game. Those are always ugly games. It's nice to win a game like that and come in against a Bucks team who, like you said, they are on a slide right now. They're on a 2-game skid. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And quite frankly, Nick, they've lost to some bad teams. They lost to Green Bay, who isn't playing really great right now. They've lost to Kansas City, who is playing very good right now. They got past the Falcons, which they got a win there. Lose to the Steelers, who's not necessarily playing that good right now either. And they lose to the Carolina Panthers, who just gave away Christian McCaffrey. So that was very surprising as well. And they didn't even lose. They got crushed. So this is a prime matchup for Baltimore to come in, get past some of these demons, get rolling, and really dominate an opponent on both sides of the ball. I think this is a big game for the defense to kind of come back. Some of these pass rushers are getting healthy. I think this is going to be a good time to look out for them, see how they can get pressure on Tom Brady, who is not the most mobile quarterback, prone to taking some sacks because he isn't able to move like he once was. So get the defense out there and let's get these receivers involved. Let's get the passing game, get Bateman back up to speed. Deshaun Jackson, does he make his debut? If he does, I think it'll be a nice game for him. Maybe get one of those, 50-yard touchdown throws in there. But I think this is a really big game for Baltimore, and I'm really looking forward to see how they can capitalize on, like you said, a struggling Bucks team.
Yeah, and when I look at what the Ravens have, it's a clear advantage at the line of scrimmage here, especially defense on offense, because the Tampa Bay Bucks offense has struggled this year. And the fact of the matter is, to beat the Ravens the way they play with guys like Lamar Jackson, obviously on the offensive side of the ball, very solid, steady offense. Every loss, the 3 losses the Ravens have had this season, they've given up 23, 24, and 42 points. You got to at least score a decent amount of points to beat them. The Buccaneers this season have only had 1 game where they crossed over that 23-point threshold. That was when they got killed by Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. They only really got to that point because they fell down by 1 million early, got like 3 garbage time touchdowns. That game wasn't even close. So this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense does not have the firepower to score the points against anybody, and frankly, certainly not this Ravens defense. We've seen now that Justin Houston's back, always starting to make some plays. I tell you what, Patrick Queen has started to really show up, evolving into a better and better football player. The secondary looked much better. I thought the last couple of weeks are starting to come together, starting to play a little bit better. Kyle Hamilton, first career sack, he's starting to get involved. Look at this Ravens defense to physically dominate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't see any reason why the Buccaneers should be any more productive against Baltimore than they were against Carolina. I think this is a big primetime opportunity for the Ravens defense to physically dominate. And look, it's not like the Ravens have to worry about the running game from Tampa. The Buccaneers have the least effective running game in the entire NFL. So it's not like they're going to be able to run the football in Baltimore either. Again, I look for this to be a physically dominant performance by the Ravens defense against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. And I'm really excited to see. Hopefully Bateman's now 100% healthy. Deshaun Jackson gets in the fold. Looking for a few key plays, a few big plays on that offense, because the Buccaneers are susceptible to give those up as well.
Yeah, Nick, and I think that's perfect because now with hopefully the first showing of Deshaun Jackson, we're building off of as we spoke about in one of our previous videos, 2 of the fastest receivers, at least in miles per hour this season, in Devin Duvernay and Rashad Bateman, and a guy who's historically pretty fast, Deshaun Jackson as well. So we're going to see that speed in action here. See if they can kind of beat up on this secondary from the Buccaneers. And like you said, if they can win at the line of scrimmage, if they can use the run to open up the pass, I think this should be a shellacking by Baltimore. I hope it is. Like you said, this is a short week. It's a Thursday night game. I don't foresee the Tampa Bay to come out and play their best football on a short week after a really bad loss to the Panthers. So Baltimore, time to get out there, show them what you're made of. I'm really looking forward to see this defense shine, and I want to see the offense capitalize on a weak opponent.
Yeah, especially I want to see Mark Andrews. That's the guy I want to highlight. No catches last week. That's not going to happen again. He's going
Can't
to
do
have a
it.
huge day against this Buccaneers defense. They give up some receptions to tight ends. They're very liable. They kind of use their linebackers a lot in coverage, which is going to be a matchup advantage for Andrews. I'm looking for him to have a monster game as well. If you had to give me a score, Miles, I'd say 24-10 Baltimore. Could even be worse than that.